I am the Highland scribe Cheryl L. Hudson, storyteller. I am about to begin. Are you ready? I am the Highland scribe, scribe to the stones, to the winds, to the bloodlines that walk unseen. Come closer, closer still. You see, the fire's warm, but this tale tonight, this tale runs wild. Tonight I bring you the tale of the Selkie of Skerrabrae. Now, you see, long ago on the far northern coast of Orkney, where the wind sings in the stones and the sea hurls secrets into the caves, there lived a young woman by the name of Kathy Macrae. She was the youngest of 5 daughters, all married off now, their homes full of bairns and men yapping, and Kathy lived alone in the croft, the house that her mother had left her. The villagers whispered that she would be left a lonely old maid, spinning wool and watching the waves by herself. Kathy feared it too. She feared the silence, the empty hearth, and the cold. And more than anything else, she feared a life with no one to share it with. And one moonlight night, while walking the shore after a storm, Kathy heard music. Nae flutes, nae pipe, but a deep echoing sound, like the voice of the ocean itself. There, dancing naked on the rocks, was a man of impossible beauty, skin pale like moonlit salt, hair the colour of sea kelp, and eyes grey-blue like a storm still forming. And at his feet lay a sealskin. Kathy kent the stories. Her grandmother had told them by firelight of Selkies and shapeshifters fae the sea who came ashore on full moons and shed their skins to walk in the world of men. And so, afraid of losing what might be her only chance at love, Kathy crept down from the dunes while the man danced and sang, and she stole his skin, and she hid it deep within the stonework of her hearth. The Selkie, realising what was gone, well, he cried out in grief, a sound so raw it silenced the gulls. And then Kathy stepped forward. "Come with me," she said, her voice trembling. "I dinna want to be alone." And he did. He went with her. Kathy called him Druid, for he would not give his true name. And though his eyes always looked to the east, to the waves, he was gentle and patient. They married in secret, for the villagers would not have understood. And she bore him 3 bairns, Albion, Finnan and Moira. Oh, the children were strange, even fae birth. Their fingers were webbed and their hair as sleek as an otter's fur, their eyes unreadable and old, and they grew. When they grew, they swam like no human ever could or ever has. They could hold their breath for minutes, darting through the waves like shadows, whispering to the seals who answered as kin. Some villagers said that they were cursed. Others said they were blessed. Kathy said nothing. She watched her children with love and fear, knowing her choice had made them both magical and marked. For years they lived in peace. Druid worked the nets silently and solemnly, never speaking of the sea, but always watching it. And every full moon he would walk the cliffs above it, singing in a tongue that Kathy didn't understand. But peace never lasts. And one autumn evening, Kathy's sisters came to visit with their husbands. The men, full of drink and suspicion, claimed they had seen the druid driving and diving off the cliffs with the seals, and he was naked and wild and laughing like a beast. While Kathy slept, they tore the house apart, looking for proof. And there, hidden behind the hearth, was the seal of the Selkie of Skerrabrae. It was still coiled and still smelled like brine. They confronted her at dawn. "You've kept a creature, no a man. You bound him. This is nae husband, Kathy. Oh, this is black magic." Kathy was stricken with grief and guilt. She took the skin from them. That night she gave it back to him. She wept as she held it out. "I was afraid to be alone. I'm sorry. I should never have taken it." He looked at her with sorrow, and it was so deep it felt older than the sea itself. "I hae loved you though," he said, "but I'm no yours to keep." He wrapped himself in the skin, and without another word, he walked into the tide and vanished beneath the waves. He did come back though, young again, and every night he came to watch his children as they glided through the water like silver. He stayed through the seasons, through the years, watching over them, watching them fall in love and bear children of their own. Some had webbed fingers, some could hold their breath for several minutes at a time, and some could hear the seals singing in their dreams. And he kept coming, always just offshore, watching, still. The villagers say he still greets his bloodline to this very day. He knows it. You wouldn't know them to look at them now. They could be anyone. Someone walking the shore at twilight. Someone who swims too far out in the sea and is always okay. Someone with eyes that are a little too grey for their mother's side. But their identity, only known by one. Mariah, my ancestor, she knew Kathy, camped on her land every summer, and was sworn to promise never to tell or speak their names. And she never did. But the story, the story has been passed down. I know what you're thinking. Do I ken their names? Their bloodline? Well, let's just say I've heard things. I've dreamed things. And now you, well, you see, you've listened. So maybe perhaps you already know. Or maybe you've already walked past them and just didn't ken it. I am the Highland Scribe. Scribe to the stones, to the winds, to the bloodlines that walk unseen. And until the fire lights again, sleep tight, wanderers.